IMT. Oh, don't look. It's probably not made in the USA. It was a gift. You know what I mean? Oh, here I go saying, what do I mean? Hey, is anyone gonna join? How do I get people to join when I go live? So I haven't figured that out. Also, so we made it to Friday. Another week. There's my fish. Isn't he cute? I love him so much. I wonder if he's maybe trench art. I always wondered. Probably not. There's some very talented crafts person made this little fish. And I bought him at an antique store in New Hampshire. He's a New Hampshire antique fishy. Meow. Happy Friday. I just said that. I came to tell you about a particular thing. When you come to Boston, and you should, it's nice here. It's beautiful. By the way, the cherry blossoms are blooming. The tulips are in bloom. Everything's beautiful, and it smells good. But my eyes are watering. That's that. I wonder if you can hear me. I just moved my hand, which might maybe have helped things a little bit. I wonder if I was blocking. Anyway, I wanted to tell you, when you come to Boston, go and visit my friend Pat. There's me. I'm T. And this is Pat, a Boston legend. Oh, I just showed you right up my nose. Did you love it? You're welcome. Did you love looking at my boogers? Here's Pat. I went to visit Pat a couple days ago and picked up some provisions because she has the best provisions in town. Her store is called Bartevians. It's in Boston. And anytime I go, I try to stop in and say hello to the lovely Pat, who is 102. And she'll tell you she is wrinkle free. That's right. She's wrinkle free at 102 years old. 102! Pat, my hero. Is she not awesome? This woman danced with Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. She and her twin sister, they performed in Old Hollywood, and she's really awesome. And you can visit her. She's a treasure. And she has the most incredible provisions, and she'll tell you she's wrinkle free because of her body balm, the honey. All about the honey. You gotta get the honey from Pat's Bees. Best bees around. And maple syrup. So as I chug a lug on my coffee, you best be believing there's maple syrup in there. Key ingredient. That's all I put in. Not only. I also add mushrooms and cinnamon and cocoa. Um, this week I like to add a mix of mushrooms when I have a mixture of powders. Right now, I happen to have lion's mane. It's in a baggie. Should be in a little cool little glass jar or something. I'll get there one of these days. But this is how it came home from the store, so this is how I'm using it. And I'm gonna put some in my coffee. Wanna watch? mm. Wanna listen to me cough? Tookie tookie, is that fun for you? Now my eyes are watering. I don't know what this caused that. Maybe I inhaled some of the lion's mane mushroom. Speaking of, I'm actually getting a little bit low on coffee. And you know what that means? It's time to make more. It's always time to make more coffee. Here we go. Fill her up. Filter. Do you like my digs? This is my in the house wearable sleeping bag. Some people like muumuus. Some people like house coats. Some people like snuggies. I do the IKEA sleep wearable sleeping bag. IKEA. IKEA. Did you know that I'm a little bit Swedish? So when I shop at IKEA, like getting back to my roots. I'm just kidding. I did go there though. I went to Sweden, to Stockholm. Trace my roots. I wandered. I had a lovely time. Stockholm's really beautiful. I ate the best delicious at a place called Tea. Obviously, they had the most delicious Swedish meatballs I've ever had, and I got to see the guard, the palace, and all this. Imagine. And I rode a boat. Went for a boat ride. Saw some beautiful islands. Not too dissimilar from our harbor islands that we have here in Boston. Actually, I was quite surprised by how much Stockholm felt familiar. Felt very similar to Boston. I imagine that some of those same architects were involved in the planning of the two because have had Boston vibes, or maybe Boston has Stockholm vibes, especially on the Esplanade. Felt the whole Stockholm, where I stayed while I was there, really had like Esplanade vibes. Just walking the fjords, but like on steroids, the whole city sort of having that the water walking element. Really love that. How's my hat today? My eyebrows, are they working well together? You playing nicely? Anybody want to come and watch? Oh, somebody's here. Hi. I don't know who was watching, but welcome. I wanted to tell you more about Stockholm. You should go, you should visit, you should wander like I did. So I traced my roots, stayed in Stockholm, ate Swedish meatballs, ate delicious things, other delicious things, so many delicious things. Everything tasted fresh and good for me. Bought some chanterelles from a street vendor, and I visited the archives, state archive, and looked up my ancestor. And I was able to find him, I think. It hasn't been fully confirmed, but that was exciting. He left for North America. That's what it said in the little census or the form I found about his departure. It just said North America. He went in the 1800s over here to Boston, and so I had to go back, and I did. Here I am, great grandfather. Hello. I felt very Swedish. I am a little bit, definitely felt at home. Love a good Swedish fish. And that's me, Trish the Dish, Swedish fish. You can just call me T. All right, I'm gonna make some coffee. Thank you for liking whoever did that. Appreciate it. Happy Friday. I hope it's a peaceful day. Maybe I'll hang out another minute. Hello. See if anybody comes on. Oh, hi. There are people here. Welcome aboard. Hi, Yvonne. I'm gonna, let's see what else today. Go water things in the garden. I'm glad things are blooming. My cherry trees are preparing to bloom. I think it's gonna be really nice. The cherries in the park are all in bloom, and the tulips I told you already, all over the city. So it's very beautiful here this season. I do love the spring in Boston. I'm probably going to go out on my bicycle and have a little adventure. But maybe not. I might stay home and have a home-based adventure and make things. I haven't totally decided. Maybe you can vote. Um, I'm working on a stained glass piece. Maybe I'll show you in my next live. I think it's going to be a whale's tail, which I've made before. This one's going to be different. The surprise is the color. Well, peace to you. I'm going to go back to making my coffee and doing my thing and making art and thinking about venturing out into the world today. Remember, if you come to Boston, stop into Bartivian's and say hello to the national treasure, our friend Pat. The 102-year-old shopkeeper. How special. We're very lucky. I feel very lucky to have visited with my friend Pat this week. So when next time you come to Boston, if you have the chance, make sure you do. You can go in and pick up some Edgar Allan Poe merchandise, the best honey products, and maple syrup around. And also Pat's treasures from around the world. I did not get this fancy hat there, but you could find other fancy things. Have a good one. Bye. Peace.